Yeah, so in case anyone's not aware, I have been around the Linux operating system for the last 4 years. I've been involved in some podcasts and stuff like that. There's a few disgruntled Linux users that follow me that don't like what I do, but it's mainly just people that I've just met online that really are a bit weird, and that's what I'm going to say in the matter. Because Linux is quite extreme in the technology it uses, it does pick up some really quite serious nerds that really don't have a lot of people skills that just take everything personally that someone says online. Most of the time I'm just talking about a subject, I'm not talking about a person. Anyway, the operating system that I'm on now is Windows 8.1. Is a pretty good on my desktop. From some reports I've had, look at Windows 10 will be a winner as well, although I may stick with Windows 8.1 for the next 10 years. Lol. The Linux OS is just plain and simple, not all over the place, although Steam is making a point of trying to get more Steam games reported to Linux. I've had mixed gaming performances on Linux with Steam. Also, the free-only debate and the community at war with each other is just too much for some people. Too much choice with over 1,000 Linux operating systems to choose from. Maybe it's just people using a program that copies the operating system, put some wallpaper on there, and they can put what programs they want in the operating system. So it's pretty much the same thing over and over again. It's not actually anything too original. It makes it look like a joke in my opinion. 99% of the people, the operating systems just have really buggy or just are really hard to actually install. And I would not recommend Linux to anyone unless you're a business that just wants a stable, system for a server with a browser and that's protected by with viruses, which Linux is. 4 years ago, I thought Linux was an interesting thing. Now I think it's just full of people going my operating system is better than yours. It's a big ego trip for some people around the Linux world. Ubuntu is buggy after a while too. I've been using Ubuntu based systems for a fair bit, and so are most of the better Linux desktops and operating systems. The problem arises when people tinker with it and they add their own code or they take stuff out and they try and that's a lot of the respawns just are really buggy. You also had trouble on Debian with some of the video drivers and not being able to install them, and quite a few other things as well. But then you get told by the experts, oh, it's easy to install, but when most people wouldn't be able to do it. So you get it's quite elitist, and it's quite you get annoyed with people get annoyed with you really quickly when you're in the Linux world, and it's just not. I've just decided it's just not the place for me to be, just quietly. So that's what I think. I mean, I'm just going to do a new format and take a different approach. And I hope people are okay with that. Normally I'd put my normally I do like vlogs and stuff on Linux operating systems, but I've just decided that I'm sort of sick of the comments and sick of the crap. I've been doing it for 4 years. I've been involved in quite a few communities around the Linux world and helping people out and stuff. And it was useful for me just to fill in some time because I was struggling after I stopped playing cricket to find something to do, but just as a hobby. But after a while, I've just discovered that it's just not really worth it. So I don't intend to do much on the Linux operating system much now for this channel. The users tend to be quite young, with that just want to hack into stuff, or they're older people in their 40s, 50s, 60s that tend to be want to have the last word, or in a comment, or want to be right about stuff all the time, or just want to offer advice. They tend to be I've talked to quite a few Linux users in voice chat, and they all tend to have the same personality type, so very withdrawn socially, and just basically just say how much other people are crap online all the time. It's just pathetic. So it's not for me. Linux, I would not recommend it to people if they think we're looking for a free operating system. I mean, another thing I found with Linux is that it tends to be the same people in every community, or the same one person's in charge of 30 communities on Google Plus or Facebook. So it's not exactly a friendliest type of place to be around. They are really sensitive too. They get really sensitive at any time you mention the Linux operating system. So I'm pretty much done with Linux. I'm just having a coffee and listening to Spotify, and I'm quite happy. I'll catch you guys around. As I said, with new stuff coming up. Just a blog and post I did yesterday. As I said, it's nothing personal. People have no reason to take me personally. They do. with the Linux world. That's why I really don't want to talk about Linux much anymore, because I just find a lot of the conversation ends up being really immature, and it's just all about egos, and it's just not really worth it anymore. And I'm not learning anything anymore on any of the systems, and I don't want to go to that extreme nerd level where I'm into the programming stuff. So just some thoughts from me anyway. I'll be doing other stuff, and I'll be talking about all the stuff that I'll be reading on this podcast, all the stuff that I'm interested in. You can follow me on Twitter on Marcus Geek World, and you can follow me on YouTube, and you can follow me. I'll be posting stuff all over the place in Facebook. You can join the Facebook group Marcus Geek World, link under the video. And you can follow the blog as well. So Marcus Geek World at blogspot.co.nz. Catch you guys around. I may have a new my own website shortly. I am with this course that I'm doing. I haven't done a course since about 2008, actually. But I haven't actually. I'm 44 now. I never thought I'd go back and actually do another course, because I did a 2 years of a social work degree about 5 years ago. But I got married in 2008. I'm my 3rd year, and I moved to New Plymouth, where I have been living for the last 4 years, and I'm pretty much just trying. I've had work. I've worked for Sky TV. I've worked for Noel Leeming. I've had a bit of that. But I tend to pick up temporary jobs, and I'm just getting a bit over it. So my wife works full time. She is actually doing. She manages the local Burger King here. But it just means that I sort of need to, for me to find work when I don't drive is pretty difficult, so it's quite hard to get over 40 these days and to find work. I must admit, I got annoyed with TVNZ. TVNZ did a post about people not wanting jobs. I'll be quite happy with any sort of job at the moment, and people deploying overseas people for jobs that New Zealanders don't want. I tend to find they just have a lot of they tend to go to employers in groups, and so we've got 20 people wanting to work, and they just tend to have a good network. When you don't have the network, or don't know anyone in the area you're in, it's actually really hard to get work, and that's my trouble at the moment. So that's why I'm hanging around all the social networks and stuff, and trying to keep busy and just trying to make contacts.